Today we're going to be talking about some Funko Pops that have been going way down in price and losing their value. Let's check out this list and find out why. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have another different price video for you guys. We've talked about a lot of pops and sodas that have gained value and increased in price, but what about the ones that have gone down in value? Today we're going to talk about several Funko Pops and one Funko Soda Chase that has been trending downward in value, and we're also going to talk about why that is the case. So jumping into the list, we're going to start out with one that I particularly really like. It is a big one that I got from my collection a little while ago, and it has steadily decreased in value ever since I picked it up, but there is a very clear reason why for this one. And this one is actually a Freddy Funko, just like the guy on my shirt right here. And this is none other than the social media Freddy Funko 2.0, where he's actually holding the cell phone. Now, one of the great things about this pop that makes it very unique and different from other pops is that you could not buy this one. You can only get this pop if you win it directly from Funko. Now, they give out a bunch of them. They give out a bunch at different events they have. I'm sure they're going to be giving out some at San Diego Comic-Con coming up next month. And the very reason why this pop's value has been trending downward is exactly based on what I just said. They just give them out for free, and from what I've seen, about 90 to 95% of the people that win this pop immediately turn around and sell it, and that's why the current value of this Freddy Funko Social Media 2.0 Funko Pop is currently at $250, which may seem like a lot, and to most people that is a lot of money. However, at one point this pop was selling for well over $600, and it has continued to come down in value, and it is probably going to continue dropping in value as Funko releases more of them. It's only going to retain its value and go back up in value once they stop giving out these awesome social media 2.0 Freddys. The next pop that we're going to be talking about, guys, just absolutely blows my mind with how little it is currently going for in price, and I have a couple reasons why I definitely think this pop should be worth more. It is a classic Disney character from a great Disney film, The Incredibles, which happens to be one of my favorite Disney films of all time, and right here we actually have the original Elastigirl. If you don't know, Elastigirl in the movie was the superhero mom, married to, of course, Bob Parr, aka Mr. Incredible, and this pop is coming in from 2011. You even have the face on the bottom of the box, which is something that they do not do anymore. This Funko Pop is 11 years old, yet its current pop price guide value is only sitting at $47. Now, if you look at some other pops from this same line, Series 3 right here, OG Disney pops, I mean, we're going way back, guys. A bunch of these pops on the back here are worth hundreds of dollars. So the fact that Elastigirl is only $47 is mind-blowing. At one point, she was going for well over $90. However, she has since steadily come down in price. However, I could see this one absolutely blowing up in price overnight. So the point of this video, guys, is to show you that certain Funko Pops have been trending downward in price, but also to give you guys a heads up on which ones you could pick up for some steals. So that's why the second pop that we had to talk about today is the OG Elastigirl. The next pop that we're going to be talking about is another Freddy Funko, although this is a more recent Freddy Funko. This came out just about a year ago, right around this time, and this was one that I unfortunately did not pull in my Fun Days box. However, a great friend by the name of Steven, aka Down Under Collecting, actually gifted me this all the way from Australia, and then we were able to make a little bit of a trade, which was truly awesome. Steven, I'm still very grateful for that epic moment and that huge surprise. It was unbelievably kind of you to do that. So here we go, guys. We have the glow-in-the-dark 1,000 piece Skull Trooper Freddy Funko. And this is actually based on a Fortnite character, and the glow on this guy is very good. This was one of the Freddys that was most hyped when the Box of Fun first dropped from the virtual fun days that we had last year. There was so much hype behind this pop, in fact, that this was going for well over $1,000 when the boxes first started hitting the secondary market. I couldn't believe it. As soon as I saw the prices for some of these going from, some of the people that were selling them, I was like, well, I'm not going to be getting my hands on this one for a long time. But believe it or not, even though it's only limited to 1,000 pieces and it is an awesome glow-in-the-dark Freddy Funko, its value has come way down to a whopping $195. So I wanted to get this pop on here because people will pay astronomical amounts of money for certain items when they first hit the market, and if you were patient like a lot of collectors were, you could have paid a fraction of the initial price for this pop. And so far it's steadied out, it's leveled out at $195, $200, and I have a feeling it's going to continue at that price for a little while, and then probably in the long run, since it's only 1,000 pieces, it'll probably start to gain some value again. So the next pop that we're going to be talking about, guys, is a Star Wars Funko Pop, and if you guys know me at all, I am a massive Star Wars fan, although this Funko Pop in its current trending value absolutely breaks my heart. And this is a very classic character, one that even some non-Star Wars fans probably can even recognize, and I'm talking about the original Walgreens exclusive General Grievous. And I actually still have this one in a hard stack because at one point this was a pretty big grail for a lot of collectors, especially Star Wars ones. However, poor General Grievous here was hit with, I like to call, a double whammy. So he is a Walgreens exclusive from 2016, coming in from 2016, and he is currently trending for, you guys are not going to believe this, only $46. And he was selling at one point for almost $200. So why has he come down so much in price? And there are two key reasons why. The first reason being that Hot Topic actually came out with another version of General Grievous, and a lot of people, including myself, would argue that that version of General Grievous with the 4 lightsabers is much cooler than this one. In this version of General Grievous, the original version here, he only has 2 lightsabers, and if you guys saw the prequel trilogy, you will have seen that primary scene where he is battling Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he has 4 lightsabers. The other reason that General Grievous here took a heavy hit when it comes to price is because it actually restocked overseas, and that just completely drove the value down well below $100. And then you combined it with the new mold that a lot of collectors decided to grab instead of this one. That is why General Grievous right here is currently trending for as little as he is. And unfortunately, I do not see this one going back up, so I might have to take his hard stack off. Although it does, like I said, hurt my soul that he has come down in value so much. So the next pop on today's list is another important one that I wanted to talk about and share some information with you guys, because it is very important to me, because there was a lot of negativity and a lot of hoarding and just a lot of people being nasty surrounding this pop. This came out around the middle to late summer of last year, and a lot of people were excited for this one because there was a huge blacklight craze, and some of you guys might know what I'm about to show you, and it is the Eddie Brock Blacklight Venom pop. Now this one, the one I have right here, is actually the special edition sticker version. It's the same exact pop as the Target exclusive, and both of these came in the Blacklight Venom t-shirt bundle. Now I was really hurt and let down by a lot of people in the community because people were going to their local Targets, they were clearing out the shelves, and they were posting on Facebook and Instagram and all these other websites, and they were flipping the t-shirt bundle, which was $29.99 for retail, and they were charging upwards of $300 on the secondary market, and Pop Price Guide has it recorded sales of well over $200 when this thing first dropped. Well, patience does pay off yet again, as we all said it. Everybody knew it was going to happen. Target restocked this pop several times, and because of that, the value currently sits at $55 for this bad boy. And we knew it was going to restock. We knew it was going to come down. Now, there's also been a lot of other Blacklight Pops that have dropped since the Eddie Brock Venom Blacklight here. So I think a lot of people have kind of gotten over the Blacklight a little bit. Some other people are still excited, but some other people who got in it right away, I think they're a little disappointed with Funko with the amount of Blacklight items that are being dropped. Even this year's Fun Days is Blacklight themed, which I'm kind of excited for. I think that's going to be really good. But just to recap with Venom here, he is currently trending for only $55, which is only about double his retail value, which is pretty much what you'd expect. So the next pop that we're going to talk about is one that I actually don't own for my collection, and like some of the other ones that we've discussed today, specifically like the social media Freddy one, this pop is another unique one that you couldn't just outright go ahead and buy. This is one of the NFT digital redeemable pops, and this one actually comes from the first wave of NFT redeemable pops that Funko did from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. And this pop specifically that I want to highlight for today's video is Shredder. Now, Shredder was limited to only 1,124 pieces, so not many of the digital Shredders roaming around out there. However, since this first hit the market, this has almost appreciated by almost half its value. When it first dropped, it was going for almost $600, and ever since then it's come way down in value, and it's currently going for about $310. And I've also seen a lot of people posting these pops for well under that value, because it seems like they want to get out of the pop, they just want to get some money back. You know, they went into the NFT scheme, and now they're really not as into it as they were before. I don't think the NFT pops are going to hold this much value in the long run, simply because a lot of people do not want to go into the NFT drop IO space and try to get all the tokens and everything. I think a lot of people are going to be waiting on the secondary market for a lot of these pops to come down. Now, I will say for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line, the Shredder I think is one of the better looking ones, so I don't anticipate it coming down much more in price, but I wanted to highlight it for today's video because a lot of people were throwing down a lot of money in the beginning when this pop first came out in physical form, and now if you had waited until this long, you could have saved yourself about half of what it was initially going for. So that's why I had to get it on today's list. So another big pop that we have to talk about, guys, is another one that had a little bit of controversy lately, and it's also a Star Wars pop, and I'm really hoping that I can eventually get my hands on one of these, and I'm talking about the Celebration exclusive holographic Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was limited to only 3,000 pieces. I was about to say Qui-Gon Jinn because I was talking about Qui-Gon Jinn earlier, but we're talking about the holographic Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, there was some drama going around because if you guys saw the pictures from Star Wars Celebration at the Celebration booth, they put out from the picture, it looks like anywhere from 50 to 100 of this limited piece item that dropped in December of 2020. And it was mind-blowing, myself including, seeing this picture of all these limited piece pops just put on the shelf, and all the people that were able to grab them for $15 or whatever they were charging at the con. You got an absolute steal, because at the time before this little mini Celebration restock, the pop was going for well over $800, and I've seen it sell for as high as $1,000. Well, it's currently sitting at about $640. So because of that restock, that influx of a few of them back into the community, the value has come down about $200. Now, a lot of people have speculated, why were those pops sold? Why were they there? Why were they at this con? I have no idea. There's been a lot of different rumors. My best guess is that maybe they were holding on to some to have Ewan McGregor sign, and then they were going to raffle them off or something. Based on all the rumors and speculation I've heard, that is my best Yes, but I think Funko should have released all 3,000 of them when they did that initial drop back in December of 2020 and just said, you know what, there's 3,000, we're going to release them all, and that's it. However, they decided to keep a couple, and then they completely blindsided the community by selling them at the Star Wars Celebration. and they didn't tell anybody. So for those of you who got one, I'm very happy for you. You got a huge steal, and hopefully some of the people who did get one are diehard Star Wars fans that needed it for their collection. So the next pop that we're going to be discussing for today's video is another Star Wars pop, and this one also hurts my soul a little bit just on how little it's currently valued, but I have a feeling it's not going to stay at this low value for very long. It is one that we've discussed in other Star Wars videos, so if you guys are a big Star Wars fan and collector like myself, make sure you check out my other Star Wars videos, and make sure you smash that subscribe button because we have a lot of Star Wars content on the way and a lot of big stuff that we need to talk about here on the channel. So right now we're going to be talking about Ahsoka. She does have a series coming up, probably going to be premiering next year, which I'm very excited about. Rosario Dawson does a fantastic job in the role. And right here we have the Hot Topic exclusive Rebels Ahsoka. Now, at one point, this was a big grail going for well over $150. However, thanks to the infamous Hot Topic, they restocked it several times, and the current value for this amazing pop is only $50. I actually can't believe how low it's come down in value, but believe it or not, this is not the lowest that it's ever been. According to Pop Price Guide, it's actually hovered around $35, $40. So it's come back up a little bit, and I think that has to do with all the Star Wars hype in the community right now, but I do not see this one staying at a mere $50 for very long, unless Hot Topic decides to restock it yet again, which is a very good possibility. You really never know these days with Hot Topic. The next pop that we're going to be discussing, guys, is from the DC line, and this one I absolutely just can't believe how little it's currently valued in terms of price. This was arguably the best Funko Pop chase from 2020. I had to have it when it first came out, as well as a lot of other collectors, especially DC collectors, were the same way. They had to go out and grab this chase, and I'm talking about the 1989 Jack Nicholson chase where he's wearing the beret and he has some of the face paint coming off his face here. This is a beautiful chase. I mean, if you are a Joker fan, a DC fan, a Batman fan, you gotta have this one in your collection. And I'll let you guys take a quick guess here at what it's currently going for. You're really not gonna believe it. It's trending for only $28. It's not worth much more than the common version of this pop. At its peak, when it first came out, it was going for well over $70, and I even saw sales as high as around $100 just because people wanted this chase so bad. And unlike all the other pops that we've discussed today, where I had some, hardcore facts and, information to back up why the price was so low, I really can't tell you why this chase is worth so little. So if you're a DC fan, if you're a Joker fan, and you forgot about this one or you just haven't had a chance to get it, go get it right now, because I really have no idea why this chase is worth so little. My only guess is that Funko just released a ton of them and all their secondhand retailers sold them, and all the people who have one were the ones who wanted one. But I just think it's a beautiful chase, and Jack Nicholson is, of course, one of the classic Jokers. Alright, so we are coming down to the last few on our list, and the next pop is another important one that we had to discuss for today's video, and it actually comes from the Imperial Palace line, which was released overseas over in China. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this line specifically is because when they first revealed that they were coming out with these pops, specifically the metallic version of these pops, they were going to be exclusive overseas, and a lot of secondhand retailers were charging through the nose for collectors to get these first when they first came over. Well, I'm going to highlight one in particular for you guys to show you that patience definitely pays off and you can't give in to the FOMO hype. And the one I want to highlight right now for the video is actually the Imperial Palace Robin. And like I said, this is the metallic version. And don't get me wrong, this is a very cool line of pops. I actually have all of the ones in the red boxes. I wasn't a fan of how they switched the line up and started going to the white boxes, but I really like these pops. They're very unique. I love the metallic. I mean, it just makes the beautiful colors on these pops pop especially with the Robin here. He's got the red, yellow, and green, and a little bit of black there on his uniform. I mean, the metallic paint job is just killer. But this pop in particular, companies were charging well over $100 for this pop, and first initial sales for the metallic Robin here were well over $80. At one point, he did start to rise to over $90. However, today he is trending for only $47. And I have a feeling it's just because some people were upset, like myself, that they made the change from the red boxes to the white boxes, so all the pops couldn't look the same. Or other than that, maybe some collectors lost interest and they said, you know what, I paid a lot of money to get these pops over here from China. I think I'm going to sell them to try to get some of my money back and go out and buy something else. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below if you picked up any of the Imperial Palace pops. Do you have them in your collection? I think they're great, but they're definitely trending downward in value. So the last pop that we're actually going to be discussing for today's video is another limited piece. Kind of crazy how we have so many limited piece pops trending downward in value. But hey, that's just how the market goes. A lot of stuff goes up and also a lot of stuff goes down. So the pop that I want to highlight for today's video is actually a deluxe pop, and this one is beautiful. We actually pulled it in a mystery box way back, believe it or not, and this is the Emerald City Comic-Con glow-in-the-dark 4,000 piece treasure skeleton, and I'm actually lucky enough to have this one in a hard stack, which is really cool. I don't remember where I got this hard stack, but this is really handy. This pop is absolutely beautiful. The colors, I mean, it's just, the glow is actually really cool as well. A lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean pops have been trending upward in value because of everything going on with Johnny Depp. However, this one has come way down and is currently trending for only $110. And at its peak, when this first hit the market after Emerald City Comic-Con, oh man, this thing was going for well over $300. And the prime reason why this thing still isn't over $300 or even over $200, considering the fact that it's limited to only 4,000 pieces, is because Funko actually threw us a curveball and they released a quote-unquote common one, or a non-glow version that was exclusive to the Disney parks. Same exact pop, same exact box, same exact mold. However, it didn't glow, and it wasn't limited, so that is pretty much the reason why the value for this one has come way down. However, it's a great opportunity if one of you guys were looking for this pop when it first dropped for the con and weren't able to get it. Now is a prime opportunity. And guys, there's actually one more item that I wanted to talk about for today's video that has been going down pretty significantly in price, and it's actually a soda, and it happens to be a soda chase, and I'm talking about the Sleestack Funko Soda Chase. That's right, Sleestack, the most limited Funko Soda Chase of all time, despite its extreme rarity, has been trending downward for the most part ever since it hit the market. And when it first hit the market, I mean, these things were going for well over $700 to $800, and I saw sales well over 1,000 from some hardcore soda collectors that had to have this chase in their collection. Just to give you guys an idea of how rare it is, there are only 250 soda Sleestack chases out there. That is it. It is the rarest soda chase. If you want to get the white whale, the holy gem, the big grail, whatever you want to call it in the soda game, this is it. And it right now, it's actually trending for only $400, which $400 is a lot. However, it has depreciated pretty much by half its value since it first hit the market, which is great news for you hardcore soda collectors. So maybe now is a great time to go out and grab it, because just because this is the most rare soda chase of all time, I don't see it staying at this current value for very long. It has started to go back up a little bit. It did hit a valley of about $350, and it's starting to creep back up a little bit, and I think it's going to continue to go back up. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's pops on the fall, pops decreasing in value, whatever you want to call it, for today's video. And it's specifically just to highlight a lot of pops that have been trending downward, so maybe you guys can go out and grab them for great prices and not have to shell out as much money for when there's a lot of hype surrounding these specific items. So, and because it is Monday, guys, I got to bring you some Monday motivation. It's going to go hand in hand with exactly what we're talking about. And today's motivation is don't give in to the hype. Don't let the FOMO consume you. When something first hits the market, don't let anybody tell you that you have to fork over X amount of money to get this item right now for your collection, because you will have no other opportunity to do it. I'm telling you guys right now, as an experienced collector for almost a decade now, you will have another opportunity. Even if it's a limited piece item, even if there's a number on that sticker or an extremely low count on that pog, you will have another opportunity, and I guarantee you, you will be able to get it for a lower price if you just exercise some patience and just wait out the hype. I've done it with a lot of pieces in my collection, so I am telling you guys from experience, you can get stuff for a lower price. You just have to wait, and it's very difficult waiting. So we got San Diego Comic-Con 2022 coming up. I am very excited for that, but don't pay the FOMO prices, guys. Don't pay it. Just wait and you'll be able to get stuff for a much cheaper price. So that's going to do it for our video today, guys. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be back on the Whatnot app. Our mystery box is live right now. So if you guys want to go grab one of them, they're 25 bucks, very low risk, just like we did last week. And we're very excited to see who is going to pull the big Dumbo Train Funko Shop exclusive grail tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comment section below if there are any other pops or sodas that you've noticed have gone down in value. And also let me know if you'd like to see another one of these videos. I had a lot of fun doing the research and putting the list together. So it's always cool to see what's trending low. Just like stocks, buy low and sell high. So as always, guys, we'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. and don't stop shooting until you score. Thank you so much for watching.